Dr. Umar Johnson is a nationally certified school psychologist who practices privately throughout Pennsylvania and lectures throughout the country. Umar is a blood relative of Frederick Douglass, the great black abolitionist and orator. Listen, this dude right here is one of the few young brothers, only at 33, one of the few.
33?
Yes. One of the few young brothers that I listen to, that I look to for guidance. He is a powerful voice where in our community we see a void. You know, the last strong black man a lot of kids saw was James Evans.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So
the kitchen in the bedroom, Florida. The kitchen in the bedroom.
You feel me? So to be able to have a young voice that's powerful, that's progressive, that's informative, that's inspirational, that's motivational, man, it's my pleasure to welcome the brother. Welcome, Brother Umar Johnson, to the Zoewhat Morning Show.
Oh, good morning to you guys. Good afternoon to folks on the East Coast where I am. It's an honor to be on the show. And just to clarify, I probably need to brush up the bio a little bit. I'm 38 years old at this point, and also a doctor of clinical psychology.
Wow. And still a young man.
And still at 30, brother. I've heard you speak on YouTube, and to your credit, I had no idea you were 30 anything because of the depth of the way your get down is.
Oh man, taking off from the free throw line with a blindfold on,
my God.
just dunking.
Reverse dunk. Get out the way before you get your career ended.
Hey, I love it.
Yeah.
So Umar and James is on too. Let's get James Hanna on. James?
What up?
What up, brother James?
Hanna Dog, what's up?
How you doing today?
I'm good, sir. What's going on?
Oh, man. Hey, we glad to have you. We glad to have you in here, brother. I appreciate it. Let me do this. You know the rhythm of the show. Brother James Hanna Brother Umar does not right now. So what I like to do is hit people upside the head with questions. Can we do that real quick? As a matter of fact, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. And when I come back, we can keep going. Okay, good. All right. This is what we're going to do. I'm just going to hit you upside the head with questions. And I like to do this because this is a State of the Union. First off, let me say this. A lot of people complain about the show that we do.
Ooh.
Because they think it's imbalanced. They think somehow we favor men. We don't call men to the floor. Well, this is why I'm doing this show. 2013 State of the Black Male Union. What do we need to be accountable for?
Can I say something about the people who have a problem with the way we do our show?
Jeff.
Don't? Oh, okay.
No, go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. No.
Watch another damn show. You can do that. Two.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Generally, the people who say that this show is slanted are also the people who don't like anything negative being said about anything to do with their particular group of people. That's you're not listening if you don't think we brothers get it hard. Whitey gets it hard. Whitey, you get it hard.
Whitey gets it hard, and he hangs in there,
and he comes right back because he gives it hard. But yeah, that's just because you don't want nothing said about you.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start it with the questions.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this is a crazy question right here. Somebody flow with me on here. Why should you never lose, and I'm talking about black men in general.
Okay.
Why should black men never lose their temper with white folk?
I have no idea.
323-965-1600.
Okay.
What would the desegregation of schools or the educational system look like for black men? If we just took black men, maybe black men and women, out of the educational system and put them in a black-run an organized educational system, how would we flourish, black men? That's an interesting question. 323-965-1600. Should the United States, these are questions that I put out on Twitter and Facebook and all of these places. I said, listen, if you want to ask Dr. Umar a question, you should reach out and let us know. Somebody hit me back with this. Should the United States government be brought before the United Nations and charged with crimes against humanity?
No.
Listen to that. 323-965-1600. How is the feminist movement, high divorce rates, welfare, judicial gender bias, and custody battles responsible for the increase of absent fathers in the black community. 323-965-1600.
Did a show just Jeff Brown on that one.
Jesus. Is there an outright assault against the black alpha male? If so, how? A lot of people are hitting us with questions. How does the educational system effeminize and emasculate black men? People want to know these answers. It's very, they want to know the answers to these questions, man. And our culture, our situation, we in trouble. So we bring brothers on like this brother right here to answer the questions. I'm going to hit you with this last question, and then we're going to go right into the conversation. Let's just do it.
Right into the get down.
Right into the get down. Right? No, you know what? No more questions. Let's just jump right into it. Dr. Umar, I hit you with a lot of questions, brother. Talk to us about what we need to do to turn our situation around as a culture.
Well, number one, we have to educate our own children. Everything starts with education. And when we speak of education, we're not just talking about teaching children how to read and write and do arithmetic. That is a very narrowly constructed definition of what education is. That is the functional definition of education in a capitalistic society. Public education in America was initiated because business need laborers who were marginally literate.
Come on, man.
That's why
Come
public
on,
education was brought into existence. For African-American children coming out of a legacy of slavery, the role or the purpose of education remained the same, to make sure that they could do some basic reading, writing, and arithmetic so their labor could be properly exploited for big business. So education that we have in America does not educate the whole child.
For
it only educates them enough so they can go and function, have their labor exploited by big business.
Wow.
When we say that African people have to educate our own African children, we're saying we have to educate the whole child, which includes teaching them, number one, love for self and how to be loyal to their community. That's very important. Why? Because if you teach a child anything else before you teach them loyalty to their own culture, then whatever else you teach them will be used against the best interests of their culture. If you take a look at President Obama, Sister Oprah, Bill Cosby, who's from North Philadelphia, right here as I am, you look at all these great athletes, entertainers, and politicians, many of them, their behavior, and we're not going to demonize them totally because they've all done some good things, but by and large, their behavior has not really been consistent with our best interest. And that's because although they are very, very intelligent, because they were never really taught loyalty to their community, their intelligence is often used to the benefit of other people.
Wow.
Look at President Obama's agenda. It's almost exclusively non-African.
Wow.
Look at Oprah Winfrey's fan base, almost exclusively not African. That is not a coincidence. It's because their talents have been developed to be used for other people and not the benefit of their own. So we got to teach them loyalty before we teach them anything else.
Wow, good
Other
point.
things that are not taught well.